Merry Christmas to you all. This is the Service Hero Show, and today it is December the 25th, 2020. My name is Tamara Hunter, and I am your host. This is the show that shares inspiring stories of those that are inspiring others. So let's do this. I want to welcome everyone today to the Service Hero Show. This is a very special show because it's Christmas Day, and I have with me right now our assistant producer, Carol Brown Batterzins. Welcome and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody else who is joining us.
Excellent, excellent. And in fact, we will be mentioning them in just a moment. I'm going to change one more thing to make this a very festive time because, today is an interesting holiday. We we're in the throes of, yes, what people would call the pandemic, and it's been an interesting amount of months, let's just say. We'll just do it this way. And yet we can find a lot of joy in the season. And we want to welcome Helene Wilson, our first ambassador of the chat. Thank you for being here. And, hello, my dear, one of my buddies. Merry Christmas to all who are here in live and in replay. And Carol Brown, yes, loving it. We have Christopher Kaysen. In fact, Christopher, if you'd like to join us, please let us know. We are going to have many people popping in, kind of like an open house, because in my home for the holidays, we have always had that open house feel. And it's a little different now with what's going on. However, why not? Well, there you go. Let me send it over. Or in fact, Carol, do you mind sending over to Christopher a link? And Merry Christmas to you, Kim, if you would like to come on, and also wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Would love to do that. We have actually joining us right now, Gloria.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And we're going to have some fun because you know what? We can.
Yeah.
I want to say, we've got right now, right here, just the three of us. I love it. I'm in Southern California. Carol, where are you right now?
I'm in Toronto, Canada.
And what about you, Gloria?
I am outside of Orlando, Florida.
So we've got almost a triangular situation going on in North American continent. And we are going to be having so many more joining us. What a festive day. I would love, love, love to hear what all of you have been up to and celebrating this period of time, holiday, and whatever holiday greetings you'd like to be sharing out today. Carol, why don't we start with you?
Well, last night, because I don't have my kids or my grandkids, so we tried to make the best of it last night, and I had a water fight with my husband last night.
Oh, water fight. Well, that's an interesting new holiday tradition, I bet. I love it.
Yeah, so there was a lot of laughter in our house last night, even though we weren't able to celebrate the way that we normally would celebrate with family. So we made the best of it.
I love it. And Brooke, you're welcome to come on too if you'd like. We have joining us also now for the Groovy Buddy Show, or actually called Service Hero Show. We have Christopher Kaysen. Now, I want to say all of these amazing people that are popping in for the holidays are service heroes. And Christopher, where are you joining us from?
Near Chicago, Illinois.
So we've got a triangle and we've got a star in the middle. Ha, love it. And
We're triangulating here at the moment.
oh, there we go. I love it. Gloria, we're going on. What is it that we've been doing, and what joy would you like to share? What about you?
Well, yeah, like Carol, I'm not able to celebrate quite the way we normally do. So today, we've actually, before I got on with you, I was just finishing up a Zoom call with both of my children. I have got one is in October. I don't know where that came from. One is in Colorado, and one is in Hungary. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
my daughter is there, and so we're learning all about Hungarian Christmas traditions, because they're actually Christmas Eve is actually the bigger tradition. So she was going through all of the different traditions that her boyfriend's family was sharing, and so she was able to take part in that. So that was interesting. So yeah, it's been kind of a quiet day, but I've got the ham in the oven, and we're ready to have a feast later.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing. And and I love the fact that you were able to bring an international feel into this. And we have some international service heroes that have been invited. Hopefully some of them will be able to join us. And because I know that I was raised with many kind of like a very eclectic, multi national set of traditions because of the way that the family makeup was. By the time generationally we're here in the melting pot of the United States, yet we still have some family traditions from different areas. What about you, Christopher?
Just a simple gathering, Christmas lunch, and that's opening presents in the morning, and that's pretty much it. Same as usual for me.
Same as usual.
Yeah.
Well, last night, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all I was going to say. Nothing much different, really.
Well, there you go. That's great. And then last night, I actually spent with Carol and others time in the closed group of Chemo Buddies for Life community. And we had a great time. Swampy came in, and we don't talk about really what's said in the group. However, we had buddies come in live, and then I know in replay, and we ended up having a really great time. We heard buddy stories. We then shared some music and shared a lot of laughter. Also remembered buddies that had passed and gained their wings, and sent out a lot of healing energy and with Christmas magic, if you will, to those that are in need of it. We have another one popping in, and guys, we've got a lot of people popping in and out right now. So if there's a lot of shift, this is our open house service hero show. We've got Brooke Curran, one of our leaders from, the one that actually came up with the groovy feel for all of our because she came up with our logo for the Tour of Love. And then from there, can I just say right here, you're seeing a lot of the leadership team from what became the Tour of Love 36-hour event and now show. Pretty exciting. So Brooke and our junior ambassador, and I have to say also ode to Brooke and Jack for Jack jokes. We love them. How has your holiday been, and what type of joy would you like to be able to kind of joy nuggets that you'd like to share?
Oh gosh, well, it's a quiet Christmas. And Jack is with his dad this year because I'm a single parent, so we alternate having holidays. So this year I get a quiet Christmas with my parents, which is fine. It's really been a very peaceful holiday of stillness. My parents live on a farm in Northwest Illinois, so it's I don't know. We've had it's just really quiet. It's nice to get out of the city and just be able to relax and enjoy the company of my parents. And I'm fortunate and grateful that I do have both my parents to celebrate with.
That's huge.
So, that's huge. Not too many people can claim that. So
No.
I'm grateful my parents and I are going to spend a lot of time eating.
Right before we went live, I won't go into it too much, but yes, I was brought in a plate, one of a few, I have a feeling, that will be produced today, because yes. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all that are coming in and joining us. And thank you also for, let's see, I want to recognize, thank you, Carol, for letting us know we are live on the E360 TV app and a family of, you can find us on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and let's see, I know I missed one of them. And then on social media. Yes, Christopher.
Well, I forgot one thing that was actually different that just came up in my head, because usually this, like the usual Christmas Eve service at church, which we can go to, and I'm not sure I would on anyway, since I mainly practice Buddhism, so that's kind of different from before. So
Yeah.
but yeah, otherwise it's pretty much the same.
I love it. And you're in the middle of the United States. Yes, Helene, thank you for sharing. Believe you are in the Texas area. Okay, so I prepared a couple of like questions that we can talk about, and then also anybody that's here visiting us with the show live and in replay would love to hear, what is your Christmas wish? And I'm going to add for 2020, because I know that it might change. Some people have a constant Christmas wish that they've been having in their heart, and some this year have changed it up a little. So I'd love to hear, and I'm just going to open it up for everyone here, and hopefully those of you that are watching the show love to hear what your Christmas wish is. All right. Well, I've stumped them, guys. This is a group. It's not easy to stump. I think that, because I have a feeling, because I know this group, we have a very heart-centered group, and this is I started with this one because I really want us to be able to focus, because we, within the nonprofit that the Service Heroes Show supports and actually shares out a lot, cb4l.org, also known as Chemo Buddies for Life, we declared this year and now this decade to be the year and decade of love. And this is a lot of our leadership team. So I know that this is a team that is full of heart and passion, yet also a lot of sense of humor, a lot of fun. We know how to have a fun time. So love to know. And let's see, Helene is saying, I have 10 I can share. Yeah. Oh yeah, please share yours. I want all 3 of my books done and published. Love it. 3 books. That's amazing.
Yay.
And okay, so while you guys are thinking about it, I am going to share about what is cb4l.org. What is it that we are doing at Chemo Buddies for Life? This is a short clip that I normally share. However, I'm sharing it out today for the Christmas wish, because one of my Christmas wishes is, that everyone throughout the world will know that this community is there for them, to support them with humor, hope, heart hugs, and a whole lot of love. And so here we go.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been shown that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. We'll match you with the perfect buddy. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
We're offering you a free membership, so please sign up today. Share this with your friends and family, and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a Chemo Buddy for Life.
We are a Buddies Network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are Chemo Buddies for Life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
All right. So, has anybody thought of a Christmas wish? I'll go to the next question.
Sure.
Okay. Brooke.
Well, I have a lot of wishes on different levels. So, I have a brother who lives in Germany, and he wasn't able to visit this year because of the circumstances. So my universal wish is that everyone around the world achieves, good health and perfect health so that we can go back to visiting our friends and family and not being isolated from the ones that we love. Typically this time of year at Christmas, on a personal level, my own family celebrates together with friends in a big Swedish smorgasbord. So we're not doing that this year, and it's, we feel we miss our loved ones and friends and the laughter and and all of that. So my universal wish is that we all get back to good health so that we can open up our borders and travel and spend time with the ones we love safely and successfully. So on a personal level, I have a goal to move to a bigger space with my son and to expand my business and have more prosperity and happiness and joy this year. So that's what I've got.
Beautiful. Thank you. Carol, you said that you had something.
Yes, I wanted to complete my poetry book by the end of this year. It's all ready to go. I just have to connect everything together. And then I don't want it as an ebook. I actually want it as an actual book that I can give my kids. Just the joy that, hey, grandma did this for me,
Right. Well, we can make that happen with the process that we've got. We can load it in. I don't know how to do this, and so we'll get our friends and some of our volunteers together because we do have that capability with the software we do have. So excited. Gloria or Christopher?
I wish everybody, success in 2021. It's may not start off the best because we're still going to be in the coronavirus, but let's blow it away and let's bring new love, new light to 2021.
Love it. Gloria.
similar wishes, actually, especially with Brooke, because before you got on, I was saying that my daughter is actually spending Christmas in Hungary this year. So I look forward to, if she is not able to fly back next year, or maybe she chooses not to fly back in 2021, because maybe she's having too good a time there, maybe we can fly to her next Christmas and be able to spend Christmas with her. And yeah, and I've got a book that I'm itching to finish up. I'm almost done, and yeah, my intention is to get it off to the publisher by the end of this year, which is going to be next week. So hopefully I can accomplish that. And my other overarching wish, other than getting rid of coronavirus, would be that one day maybe CB4L can go out of business because we don't have cancer, or we don't have, or everybody is already buddied up, and we can figure out a new project to do. So that would be that's sort of a longer standing one.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. I concur with you on that completely. Christopher, do you have something you want to share on this one? I have more. I'm ready.
There's like a number of stuff, but I guess it really comes down to, probably sounds like an odd wish, but just to be able to die to the me of yesterday and continue to do so that I can be able to serve others the best of my ability.
I like that.
Well, and that makes a lot of sense with who you are and the beauty of your soul. So thank you for sharing that.
Then maybe a possible influence from a coach, but
there you go.
You know how it is.
Okay, so next question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Christmas song? Okay, and everybody gets to cheer also. Okay, and let's see. I am praying I do not have cancer when we do the next test soon. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, Helene. And have you seen my root beer? Yes, for anybody that's watching this show and saying, what is that about? Yes, our comedy relief of the first ambassador of the chat. We do have a chat within the CB4L.org organization and closed group. And she welcomes everyone as she does here at this show. And she's always cracking us up. Random, can I say? But there always ends up being something to it in the end. We just have to guess what it is. So, okay, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Elvis, of course. What? The Claus is back in town.
Elvis, okay.
Trying to think of the name of it.
Every time I think of...
Go ahead. I'm trying to think of the name of one.
Well, for some reason, every time I think Christmas, I always keep thinking that song, White Christmas.
White Christmas? Oh, absolutely. That's a standard. I mean,
yeah.
I love movies.
That or Silent Night.
Oh, that one's a good one too. Beautiful one. Yes, in fact, we know someone, wink, wink, that is the first ambassador of the chat, wink, wink, that sings Silent Night beautifully. Yes, that is her favorite. Yes. And did you think of what the name of it is, Gloria?
Yeah, well, I've got, for Christmas carols, It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. That's my favorite carol. But for other song, it's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, especially the version by Judy Garland. And it was interesting. I actually was listening to it a few weeks ago, and I posted the video on my Facebook page, because if you listen to the lyrics, it's really poignant this year, because it is about being separated from family and things like that. So, but I just love it. It's so beautiful.
Was that from the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, or was it?
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That's a good trivia question. I'm thinking it's either White Christmas or it could be Meet Me in St. Louis.
It's from Meet Me in St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good answer. Ding, ding,
I got
ding.
the DVD, so I'm a huge Judy Garland fan. So,
Carol, do you have a favorite?
Mine is The Little Drummer Boy, but also the musical on 24th Street.
I don't know that musical.
The Miracle on 34th Street.
Pardon?
Miracle on 34th Street?
Yeah. The song that they play on there with the angel in the tree, like, you know. That's my favorite movie. So I like the lyrics that they play with it.
There's a couple versions of that movie. And so do you like, is it the older version or is it a newer version? The black and white one?
The black and white one.
Okay. Yeah, that one's an incredible version. Okay. I have a lot of favorite ones because we listen to a lot of music here, a lot of it. And when we start getting the Christmas tree to be put up, our tradition this year, it was completely different. But typically I turn on a one album that I have, and it's the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, and it's the first song on it is the Hallelujah Chorus, and it just like boom starts there. Boom! It's like Christmas is here, and then you start putting the tree up and everything, and then I love all of that, and then I have to say, "Ode to My Mother." I love the Grinch one.
Oh yes, you're a mean one.
You're a mean one,
Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch. And in fact, ode to my mom, you know, my son, we have this beautiful star that my mom had gotten. It's beautiful, gorgeous one that was hers, that she was really particular about stuff. And so this gorgeous one is up there. And then you had the Grinch sitting right next to her.
I love
beautiful star. Ode to Grandma, you know. And
that reminds me of a photo someone took saying best Christmas decoration ever, and all it was is in the front yard this wood cut out of the Grinch with his bag and putting some lit Christmas lights in, and that was it.
Putting some Christmas lights in, and that's it.
Yeah, because he took all the decorations, put them in the bag.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, you know what I always loved about that movie, and what my mom always shared too, was because we were all over the board when I was growing up. It was a very interesting childhood, and it didn't matter what was around, you know. And again, it's a cartoon, and you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, and you know, you can really go into it. However, when they all come together, it's the magic of being together, and the heart that is there, and the magic that can take place, and how we can see those transform in our lives around us that have a little bitty heart, where it grows how many, you know, sizes that day. And I have been seeing that kind of miracle recently in my life, where people are starting to see life differently. The gift of 2020, you know, and we can, I didn't create one of these for, you know, the gift of 2020. What is the gift of 2020 in your mind? However, the gift that I see personally is that there's been some in this world that have started to see things differently, that are starting to see things simply and clearly, and the things that they may have taken for granted before, that they're no longer taken for granted, and the wishes that they have in their lives are maybe more of what maybe even generations ago saw as important. You know, you get those family books out that might be a religious based kind of book, and what did they do back in the day? They would take those and they would write, the family names, family birth dates, and any kind of special things in those books, because that was something that they wanted to hold on to. That was one of the most precious things that they had. And I am seeing some people in my own particular life that are starting to go there and have some of those values in their heart, where before it was more of the fast lane and that shiny new thing and whatever. And we were really big about toilet paper this year, something that we've always taken for granted. It became the commodity of 2020.
Yeah, it's less about the materialism and more about the heart that goes behind the gift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Here, I share you toilet paper.
Yeah.
What is okay? I love that, Carol. What is?
It's a Christmas ornament, and the 2020 is the toilet roll.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's too cute.
My daughter's father-in-law made it at work, and it says, "What a year for the history books," and it's 2020 with the toilet rolls.
Oh, I love that.
So he gave it to me for Christmas to put on our tree next year.
Nice.
Tamara, we actually watched The Grinch. At the end of it, this made me think of Chemo Buddies, where the Grinch carves the roast beast, and he looks over to a little girl on his right and says, "This toast is to," what was her name? Little Lulu or
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou. That's right, because she opened his heart because she was just a friend for him, and he now has love in his heart because he's no longer lonely. That's a Chemo Buddy moment right there.
Oh, that is a Chemo Buddy moment. And thank you for sharing that. Oh my gosh, tears of joy. Tears of joy and love. Christopher, what is the book that you held up?
It's something my sister got me that I didn't even think of that exists. By I always mispronounce his name, but it's the Vietnamese Buddhist monk called, and the title's called "Living Buddha, Living Christ." So it's basically about all the legacy that Jesus and the Buddha left behind and how the two actually correlate in a way, actually. And I've seen a similar book to that, only it's more towards from Hinduism and how some things in Hinduism also correlate with like the Christian Bible. So it's like everything's connected.
Beautiful. What I have here, because we share a lot of music in our group, and I do have our version that was created by Julie Christopher and Skip Thomas, also known as Poe and Juju. Love it. They both have, their nicknames and their alter egos, and they sang a version of the anthem that was created for the Tour of Love that we just had to benefit cb4l.org. And we're going to share this as a holiday and Merry Christmas gift to all of you, and then we'll come back and share some more.
Together we are stronger than sadness. Together we are stronger than cancer. Together we are stronger. We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts. We are one, we are love, we are hope, we are the ones to change the world with our hearts. Heal my hope, heart, love, love, love. hope, hearts, hugs, and a whole lot of love. Human hope, hearts, hugs, love, love, love. Human hope, hearts, hugs, love. We are one. We are love. We are hope. We are the ones to change the world with our hearts. We are one. We are love. We are hope. We are the ones to change the world with our hearts. We are the ones to change the world with our hearts.
I love that version, and what talent, what talent. Merry Christmas to all, anyone that is facing the isolation right now, especially today on Christmas. If you are feeling it, we have an organization, a nonprofit, cb4l.org, that has opened our hearts and our arms to you. We support those people that are affected by cancer, and both the patient and those people that love and support them. However, we've opened our hearts and our arms to those that are feeling the isolation through COVID, because we believe what we can ease the suffering of that isolation with humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love. And we do. You're seeing some of the people here that have joined us, and many, 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 many more throughout the world. And we are here for you. And in the Facebook closed group, we will be joining this evening at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, this evening, Christmas evening. And if you want to get a dose of humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love, come join us. All you need to do is on Facebook, go to Chemo Buddies, the number 4 Life, go to groups, go to the Chemo Buddies for Life community group and ask to join. There are 2 rules. Number 1, it's like Vegas. Anything that's said there and goes on there, it stays there. It's a safe environment so that people can talk openly and know that they are safe. And number 2, it is about safety. We keep the community safe. And so you got to follow the rules and be respectful and loving towards each other, unconditional. So please come join us and be a part of our buddies. I'm loving it. I'm trying to catch up here. So Purple Rock was mentioned. How's your Purple Rock?
And my Purple Rock is awesome. He's at home though. Holding down the fort.
There you go. There you go. All right. So, does anybody have anything in regards to the gift of 2020 that you'd like to share?
Well, I thought even at the beginning is that, and after having seen how this year played out, is that I really feel that we're going to look back on this time. They're going to call it the Great Awakening, because I really think that's what we were all doing, opening our eyes to injustice, opening our eyes to, the need to be there for one another, to support each other, to love one another. And we've just had gotten so far away from that. And, it's been a chaotic year, but also out of chaos usually comes order. And so I think we will have something new and better. As long as we keep on, I think as long as people who really are focused on bringing love and light into this world, I think we will definitely see that before too much longer.
I love that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just people are thinking, oh, we want to forget 2020, but for me, I got something to remind me of 2020 and all the lessons that come from it. Because if you don't learn from the lessons, you're more than likely going to repeat them at a future,
Yeah.
whatever comes along, whether it be the pandemic or the 2008 house crash. So it's best to learn from it so you can be better off next time and be in a better position to help others during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it was a time for recognition of everybody that was always on the go, 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 go. And now it's time to put the pencils down and really take a look at your life. Take a look at the love around you, because, I mean, we're so used to fast-paced life, and you got to get this done, you got to get that done. But now it's time to slow down and time to look around and look at, the loved ones and the people that really need us right now.
Yeah, I think 2020 for me is not only about, I think, greater appreciation of our loved ones. It's allowed a lot of people who work in business to slow down and be with their families more because they're not commuting to work. I think a lot of businesses have had aha moments of like, oh gosh, I guess people can work from home and get stuff done. Of course, it is possible. And it allows those of us who are parents more time to spend with our kids in some ways. I think Jack will look back on this and appreciate the time we had together. I even though it's a lot of work on my part to balance both business and kids, it's allowed us to really spend more time together. I don't know, it's just different, but it's good. We're really close. I miss him when he's not with me. So, what else? I think this year has revealed a lot of truths about ourselves and our country and our health. It's given us a lot to think about. What can we improve? What can we do better? What do we want to change? So yeah, I think also going forward, we're in a period of more light coming onto the planet, and a lot of thinking about ourselves and our souls and what is our purpose and what is our soul's mission here on Earth? What do we want to do before we leave? So. A lot of stuff. Yeah, but grateful that we chose to be here at this time. So there's a lot of interesting shifts happening.
I agree. And next year, see the purple pin. Absolutely.
Van your root
beer. And before that, she had the most profound message that I know that Carol put up there, that the gift is each one of us, and when we share it with others, we will impact the world and the heart with love. And today we're all blessed.
Yes.
Blessed to have Helene.
Oh, absolutely. Helene, we are so grateful for you. Absolutely, without a doubt. And the gift that I will say, as the pandemic and as everything started to shift, the beginning of spring and springtime, the gift that I saw was that the organization that we are all, the community that we all support in our building, we were in place. And that was a gift and because it has been an evolution to get to where we were at that time, because nothing happens fast, or it can, however, it can take a little while. And so we had already in place a vehicle to help people that through isolation, and so that they and kind of like a well-oiled machine at the time. And that to me was an awakening and a gift to follow inspiration. And when you feel that there is something that you're supposed to do, to listen to that message, no matter what other people think of it, no matter if people agree or they think you're kind of crazy, or whatever it may be, because then later the evidence or the reason why. And I mean, today we're talking about Christmas, and for those that celebrate Christmas, either because secularly and or religiously, either one, it kind of goes with the story of Noah. That he's building this ark, and people are like, "Oh yeah, what are you building that big boat for in the middle of nowhere?" And then later, as the story, either the bedtime story or the real story, whatever your beliefs are, happens, there was a need for it. And a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, I remember. I supported you in that boat. I love the idea of that boat. I really love the idea of that boat right now." And so and so that's one of the gifts, though, is that when the validation comes, not that you need it, however, when you listen to what you're being called. And I do believe, like all of you have shared, that the slowing down, the light that's coming and is here, and the awakening that's taking place, that many of you out there are feeling called to be service heroes, because we all have a service hero inside. This is the Service Hero Show. And you may be being called to something that you're saying, really, what is that all about? However, in your heart that it's something that is needed. I'm going to say that the gift of this year, too, has been more than just the buddies. It's a lot of people that have said, aha, now I understand why I started doing this, because now it is needed. If you are feeling that kind of a calling, I would suggest to listen to it, because that's one of, I believe, the gifts of this year, is that the ahas are taking place for some people, and many are being called right now, and that can be a gift for today and a gift into the future. Hello, Joel B. Peterson, one of the co-authors. Also, I have to say I feel very blessed that we were able to get Mastering Our Mountains out there after 2 years of working on it. I was really excited about it, and he is one of the authors that has been that's featured in the book, the best-selling book now. So Joel, well done, job well done. All right, so I have learned about being a junior geek. Never, and thank you for all you do. And I have one more quick question, and just go around and name it if you want to have some fun here still. What is your favorite Christmas movie? And please in the chat share. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Home
I'm waiting
Alone.
for someone to say Die Hard.
That is a Christmas movie. You're right, 'cause they were at a Christmas party. Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, my biggest memory is Home Alone.
Home Alone. We
Well,
got 2 votes for Home Alone. Okay.
That's my kid's favorite movie.
Okay.
Well, then The Grinch, but
yeah. I just rewatched It's a Wonderful Life, which I actually realized that I hadn't seen the whole thing altogether in years. I think I'd only watched like maybe the beginning, or I'd watched the end of it, but I actually watched the whole thing, and it's still a good movie.
Oh, it's one of the best. Yeah.
Let's see.
yeah. And my father was just recently putting up a Charlie Brown Christmas on TV.
That's always a good one. This is my Charlie Brown Christmas hat.
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I've always thought the Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, it always reminds me of Macy's downtown. So I always enjoyed watching that one. And it's a cute story.
Oh, yeah.
It's my Thanksgiving tradition, because I would always watch it on Thanksgiving. Because of the parade, especially.
Yeah, third place for me would be the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one.
Oh, the Polar Express is a great one too,
Yes.
of the new ones. Yeah, my son, we watched that a lot when he was 3 because he was so into trains. But
And Elf. Kids like
Elf.
Elf.
Oh, I love Elf.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are talking my
Haven't seen
language.
it.
See, I love all of these. I will say the one of it kind of goes with traditions and movies. When my kids were young, and you know that getting the house ready for the jolly old elves to land on the roof with the reindeer and all, we would watch Scrooge
Oh.
and go back to Jersey, and just some of the lines. I love that. It's a Wonderful Life. In fact, I did a Service Hero show last year about It's a Wonderful Life. I love that one too. My kids, they loved A Christmas Story, Red Ryder, but BB gun. You shoot your eye out. I'll double drop dare ya.
What about Carol? Carol,
Licking
what's
the
your
frozen pole.
Yeah, right.
National Lampoon's Christmas with the squirrel in the tree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or the motorhome.
Or those stop motion animation Christmas specials from way back.
Oh, I love it. Well, the little drummer boy in those, I love that one. And that always, I mean, you talk about tears from a little animation kind of thing. Carol had said Home Alone, but do you have another one too, Carol?
My husband and I actually just finished watching Home Alone. It was on TV, but we actually watched Grumpy Old Men. I thought
that's a funny movie. I hadn't thought of that as a Christmas movie, but
they had it on as a Christmas special. So
yeah. Well, if they mention Christmas in it, then technically that's why they could lump it into the Christmas category, and get it shown. And so,
again, I like Miracle on 34th Street, the original. That is one of my ultimate favorites.
Yeah. Well, when I think of It's a Wonderful Life, I think of my grandparents, and because of the whole copyright situation with that movie, it was on free TV for the longest time, and so they could show that. And there were those movies that they lost their copyrights, and so they were free game, and many stations would play them. And It's a Wonderful Life was one of those movies, and it's one of the all-time classics. It's amazing the backstories of that movie too, and yet the moral of the story is one that I just like what you were saying, Brooke, about the Grinch. It's a Wonderful Life really does go along with what we're doing too with healing through connections within the Buddies Network, in that you never know when there is that need, how many you have touched within your community. And I want the buddies in particular to hear this, that each and every one of you is so truly important. And if you are not yet a buddy, yet you want to be, you are a buddy. You are a part of our community. You just haven't officially joined yet. And we're here for you, because each and every one of you is exactly what that story is all about, is that you never know how one small action may actually change the course of someone's history, someone's life. And then in the end, what do we see? We see a wonderful life. We see the bell that is rang. We see the angel that gains his wings. We see the moral of the story is that love, peace on earth, goodwill towards men is truly something that we can truly share together throughout the world, no matter what our beliefs are, no matter where we live, no matter what we believe in. The overarching commonality is the love, and how that one word can actually help each of us to live a wonderful life. I love that. I love it. I love it. As we get ready to
Well,
close,
one
ahead.
one movie that just came up in my head, Nightmare Before Christmas. It technically is a Christmas movie.
Oh, that's my daughter's favorite. That's my daughter's favorite, and thus my oldest grandson, her son. Hello, Victor Orlando. Merry
Hey there.
Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. So as we start to button this up, what Christmas nugget would you all like to leave as we say Merry Christmas to everyone? Why don't we start with Carol? We'll start with Carol and then go around to Gloria, Christopher, Brooke.
What was the question again?
What is your Christmas nugget, thought, something that you want to leave for everyone as we wish everyone a Merry Christmas today? As Carol is thinking about it, Gloria.
Oh shoot, I just had it. It was the line from Tiny Tim would say, God bless us everyone. So God bless all of you for watching, and all of you out there, and all the chemo buddies out there.
Wonderful. Thank you. Christopher.
To always remember what you have and be grateful for it.
Yes. Thank you. Brooke.
Let's see.
I'll say mine while she's thinking.
Okay.
Just go out and love on somebody and make one act of kindness.
Love it. Love it. Be a service hero. Be the service hero you are inside. I love it. Brooke.
Oh, love is the spice of life.
I like that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. Let's see. Tamara. You could write a book about movies. Yes, I could. I have a Blockbuster in my house, literally. Literally. I have racks and racks and racks of them. Yeah, I being a shut-in kid, I have a huge library of books and a huge library of movies, and I love them all. I would like to add, with everybody's thoughts here, one thing, and that is, let me bring it up. May you feel the joy and happiness today and beyond. May your joy be truly joy. May your happiness may it truly be happiness. And Merry Christmas. And remember, if you need us, we are here for you to share humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love through the nonprofit that you see scrolling on the screen right now, cb4l.org. And if you know someone that needs us, please give them a Christmas gift. Give them the gift of companionship. Give them the gift of a buddy and a community that is here for them with love. And we have a lot of laughs too. In fact, here you go. Merry Christmas with my purple root beer and my purple pen. There you go. Couldn't have said it better. All right, everyone.
So she finally
Love
found
you.
them.
Yeah.
Merry
It looks as
Christmas.
though that might be the case. So Merry Christmas. And for the buddies, tonight in the closed group, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, we will be there. Bye, everyone.